All right, what is going on, YouTube? This is going to be my 100 hours, well, after 100 hours of Phasmophobia. I think I'm at like 95, 96 hours, something like that. So, I just recently started playing this just about a month ago. So, this is kind of like a recap of what I've learned. And if you're just starting this game in 2024, then well, now 2025, but how do you play this game? And that's kind of what I'm going to go over because there's been a lot of things. There's been updates over the past couple years, and a lot of things have changed from what I've seen. I've tried to Google a lot of things, a lot of shit that I can't find out on other YouTube videos. Kind of will get answered in here hopefully. And if there's any questions or any actual recommendations that you have for me, feel free to leave them down below. So we're gonna do 6 Tanglewood Drive. We're just gonna do it on professional, and we're gonna walk through here. What I do. Actually, you know what? Let me put it on tier 1 stuff for you guys, so that way. Um, do Can I add another one or no? So we'll load out, and then that's does it. Where's my? I can figure out how to play this freaking game. All right, this is how I do it. Boom, boom, boom. Put them all on tier 1s. Alright, so as you can see, I'm not a professional at this game at all. I don't even know how to get through all the menus probably. But alright, all we have is tier 1 stuff, right? That's all we're going to do. We're just going to figure out the evidence, we're going to figure out what the ghost is, and then we are out. That's it. Alright, first things first, we got to turn the breaker on. So it can either be downstairs, which it shows right there, or it can be upstairs right here. That's specific to this map. Anytime you want to find the breaker, it is this green thing. That is what the breaker is. That's what you need in order for you to turn the lights on. Alright, I always take the EMF, I take the spirit box, and I take the journal, just to get them inside. I don't really care about anything else. But we're going to go and we're going to make it to that basement right there. So we know, by looking at our map, we go in this door, make a right, and then we go down that staircase that's right there. Okay, and that will lead us to that breaker. It's literally right there at the bottom of that staircase. So turn my EMF on. Another thing that I like to do, I'll turn this light on, that light on. Let me drop this, drop that, and drop that. Close all these doors that I see open. Turn this light on, and I'll turn 1, 2, those both on, and then this one down here. So now that all those light switches are on, when I get down to our breaker, it's all going to be on. Okay, so we have a summoning circle down here too, which is nice. Alright. I don't have a camera to capture a picture of ghosts. This is so all we're doing is headset. There we go. So all we're doing right now is we're gathering evidence, right? So we need to find the ghost room. So I just turned the breaker on. So that means that the rest of the house is going to start getting warmed up. The ghost room is going to remain cold. Okay, so this brings us to our next step right here. We're going to bring our thermometer, our UV, and we'll take a camera. Okay. So the camera, there's like 11 ghosts or something that have ghost orbs. So there's a high probability that you'll see ghost orbs floating around. Of course, it's only going to be a specific ghost this time, so I'm going to run another one after this. Or run a few of them at least. Okay, so I don't... Ooh, something just opened. I think that was this right here. Check these doors, see if I can see any fingerprints as well too. So that's another thing is UV. Let me actually go here to the evidence. This is where you double check all your stuff. If you mark things off, you can also cross things out if you know that you don't have it. I wouldn't really cross things out until you get comfortable with the evidences and you know what you can and cannot cross out. Okay, so we flickered this light. Alright, the best way to figure out where the ghost room is 100% the thermometer. And the reason I'm kind of stalling, I was going fast in the beginning, I'm stalling now, is because you got to give it some time for the temperature to change. Okay, so we're all the way up there at like almost 20 degrees Celsius. Right? Or 60 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever you want to use. A lot of the video games use Celsius, so it's just, I like using that for that reason. Not that I ever do that in real life. Alright, this one's starting to drop, but it's going right back up. It's definitely not this room. Nope, not the living room either. This room? Nope. And you can turn lights on. Like, you can turn up to 10 lights on. This room, I mean, these, what's it called? This place only has 11 rooms in it. So, I mean, you can turn on quite a few lights in this place. I know it's not quite one light per room. Like, for example, there's a light switch there and there's one on the other side there, but there's a hallway, so that is a difference, but... And is this the room? It's dropping like crazy. Down to 15 almost. Okay, so this has got to be the room right here. Is it still going down? Yep, see, it's still going down. Okay, so we'll leave that here for a second. We'll start setting up. Let me turn these lights off for a second, because my camera's got... Oh, here's a cool little trick. Turn the light on over here and walk right over here. See if we see anything. Oh, do you see that floating white dot right there on the camera? Going up toward the ceiling. We'll wait for another one. There's one that just floated down right there. Wait for one more. Here's another one. See, so that one is a ghost orb. So we do have a ghost orb. So that is confirmed, okay? One thing to keep in mind, there is one ghost, the Mimic, and Mimic is to copy something, so that kind of makes sense, I guess. But the Mimic can force ghost orbs. They will always have ghost orbs. So there is a chance that it could be the Mimic. So this is the only evidence that I don't want to mark yet, but I want to remember that we have it. So that's the first step for that. I don't really need to go down here anymore and close that. But we can start getting our things in here. So now we have these three things. So we have a journal. This is for our ghost writing. If you're on PC, then you hold F to place. I'm not really sure what it is on controller. One of you guys in the comments can let me know. I guess I should just play on controller a couple times. But all right, and then we have the spirit box, and then we have our EMF reader, right? Which... all those things, throw them down. Check our temperatures again. All right, we're sitting at like 8 degrees. It's not bad. Okay, so now that we have all of our stuff down, we just need to get one more thing from the truck. And that is our dots. I'm pretty sure that's all we need. If you are having trouble seeing and stuff, you can always use this flashlight. Once you click it on and then you switch, it'll still remain on. If it's off and you don't have it out, if you hold... yeah, if you press T, it turns it on PC. I'm not sure what the special button is for Xbox, but it is the special button. Okay, saw some flickering lights over here. Got a little bit more stuff going on, which is nice. Alright, so you can place this, and when you press to place, you can always turn things and angle it where you want it to face. So, and if you accidentally place this down with it off, you just click on it. And, okay. So, now that he just did that, I know that he's here. So spirit box, I first hit, he responded. That's how that spirit box works. If anybody ever tries to run around the spirit box, don't have them do that. Don't have them do it that way. It doesn't work very well. Alright, so you just opened this door, right? I'm not seeing any fingerprints. Not seeing any fingerprints at all. Okay, so we have spirit box, right? So it still could be the Mimic. We don't know. Alright, we got to rule out this UV. Keep checking the doors and stuff. All right, so but we do have no, not ghost writing. What do we have? That just spirit box so far, right? And then the orbs. So we got to rule out mimic. And the reason I say rule out mimic is because mimic can have three things. Okay, ultraviolet and I think freezing temps. Yeah, so these three would be mimic, but you would also see the ghost orb. So we have to rule out one of these two, which you can't really rule out freezing temps because it takes a while. And then ultraviolet you can rule out after I just checked multiple doors. I'm gonna say if I check another one, then I'm gonna say it's not the mimic. And then we're just looking for one more piece of evidence, and then that'll be this rep. Okay, so those things, and this is something that you'll remember later or learn later. If it does that little like thing or whatever, it can't be an Oni. Why? I don't know. It's just for me watching YouTube videos, and they just all say it. So I just know that now. It's just a specific thing to that ghost, I guess. All right, and then I'm not seeing anything on dots. Times are slowly going down for me, but and then the way the EMF reader works is anytime the ghost interacts with something, say this picture that was thrown down, it's okay. So just flickered this light. Oh, didn't work. I guess I gotta turn it off. But if the ghost interacts with something, then you walk up to it with this EMF reader, and then if it goes over 5, then you know EMF 5. Anything below that doesn't really count for anything. So put these dots in a different position maybe and see if that helps. Maybe if I can. I'm not really sure how well this works, but I heard spamming the radio button to like, which is B on PC. I'm not sure what it is on console, but oh, see, something open. You hear that? Where was that? Sure it was. It did some. All right, so I'm saying it's not ultraviolet at this point. I think it is. It's going to be either freezing temps, EMF 5, dots, or ghost writing. Um, so we can see here dots would be yokai, freezing temps would be onryo, ghost writing would be mare, and then can't be EMF 5. So we know now there's no point in even looking for EMF 5. Who cares about it, right? So now this is where the game kind of gets boring. I'm not gonna lie to you. This is where I start to lose interest in stuff. Is when you're just waiting all the time, or have to sit here and spam stuff, or I have to wait for the hunt to happen. Like in the very beginning of the game, whenever you first start, you get scared and there's jump scares, and even the ghost events like freak you the fuck out because he just like pops up in a corner and he's just staring at you, and you're like, oh my god, is he coming after me? But then after a little while, you're chilling. All right, so over there again. I mean, I could probably just do this. Look. Oh, be close. Reopened it. Yeah, see, definitely no UV. Definitely just did that shit. Give me something, dude. Low. If this comes out freezing temps, it's an Onryo. And it's not UV. There'd be a thing on the light. Can't be EMF 5. Did he write in that? No, he didn't write no. Alright, so I'll show you this now too. Oh, he's fucking right here, I guess. I'm thinking it's gonna be freezing temps. It's just taking forever. I really don't think it would be anything else. That was a ghost event. Yep, freezing temps. See, it's at the line. It went under for a second. Freezing temps on Rio. Perfect. There we go. It just took a while. Like I said, the temperature thing is. Oh, that ghost event scared the shit out of me. So it still does scare you, clearly. At specific times, I thought he was hunting me. But no, but on Rio, we had a ghost orb, spirit box, freezing temperatures. We ruled out the UV that let us know that it wasn't the mimic, so we stopped looking for the mimic as soon as we had the hunch it was the on Rio. Then we could, you know, I don't have a camera, or else I could capture a picture of the ghost, and we could have a perfect hunt, go find the bone, and take photos. So yeah, that's this first one. I'm going to do the next one on harder difficulty. All right, beautiful. See, on Rio. Give us times 3 multiplier to get 1,000. That was all tier 1 stuff on professional. See, pretty simple. Now we're going to crank it up a little bit. We're going to go to our solo loadout. And then we'll head over to Nightmare. Alright, so let's throw this on the same map. Same thing, same strategy really. So we don't know, it doesn't show us where the breaker is on Nightmare, right? And we only get 2 evidence this time. Alright, so, and I know I didn't go into huge detail on that other video and stuff like that. I just more or less did a playthrough of how I played the game and how I look for things. But alright, let's get in here. Again, I just rock EMF, Spirit Box, and Journal as soon as I come in, very first time, just to drop them inside. Alright, yep, look. All dropped. Turn that light on, turn that light on. Close all these doors. Oh, that's a hiding spot right there. That's good to pay attention to. Alright, turn these on. Right here. I feel like the garage is faster to get to. Nope, it's not there. Now, we have... And if you can't see, you can turn your brightness up to 250, or you can take a flashlight with you. Any one of those options will work. I obviously can see, and I'm used to running around this map a little bit, so... now we need to go get our things here. So I did see my breath. That could be because I just turned the breaker on, but that could also be because the ghost room is in the basement. All right, so now I am rocking a lot of tier 3 things. So we'll go dots. We'll do camera. Actually, I'm gonna put this camera on a tripod. So the way that you do that is you press the place button on the tripod, and then you can, if you're not holding anything, you can grab the tripod directly. This is a tier 3 camera. Your cameras will look different. So I'm bringing this in right here, just a drop. Okay, I got breath again in, I think it's the living room. It's either the living room or it's that hallway, but I'm pretty sure it's the living room because I saw it like right when I came out of the basement. All right, so now we have a camera. We have, let me check my overview. So we have escape the ghost during a hunt, find evidence of paranormal with the EMF, and repel the ghost with incense while it's chasing somebody. All right, turn a UV on, turn thermometer on, and let's go. It's 11 degrees right here. This is already pretty chill. Oh, 3 degrees. Yep. Yep, this is the room right here. I didn't even have to go far, but I will show you. So for perspective, 10 degrees, 12 degrees, 11 degrees, 11 degrees. See what I'm saying? Those are all about the same, but as soon as you get into this area right here, you see my breath. This is 3 seconds. All right, and we just had them open the door somewhere. Okay, so we got fingerprints too. Take a picture of that. Okay, so now I just got that, so I know I can't be an Oni. We talked about that before. There's a new fingerprint. Take a photo of that. Did he cut the whole breaker off? Yeah, he did. Alright, so that's another thing. Can't be a Jinn, because Jinn cannot do that. Why? I don't know. It is what it is. Alright, so now let's start getting things set up, because he's pretty active right now, which is great. That's what we want. We want an active ghost, because I'm trying to get down. Alright, so we do have the spirit box. We're going to, again, wait until he does something near, so we can use it on that area, because we know he's there. Alright, so we know for a fact that he has fingerprints, which is very good for farming photos, and I'm glad that I could show you this. Apparently they're going to have an update and change this stuff, but not yet, so we'll still use it. I'm going to place this on the wall. That covers a good bit. I'm going to place this on the wall. I feel like that covers a good bit. Okay, so now we can see dots across the room, really. If he kind of walks anywhere, we should be able to see him in the dot. So again, it's only 2 evidences, and we don't have any evidence so far. We might get freezing temps because the temperature is dropping really fast, which is good. And the breaker, yeah. So we should be good. Well, no, we do have it. We had ultraviolet. That's right, because we had the fingerprint photos. So now what I like to do. Oh, there's dots right there. We saw that. So dots. So we have ultraviolet and dots. Okay, so it can be so it can't be a Goryo. The reason that it can't be a Goryo is because you can't see the dots in person. You can only see them on camera. Okay, so it has to be either a Banshee or a Phantom. So the biggest way that you can tell a Banshee, just like every other freaking game that involves a Banshee, the Banshees love to scream for whatever reason. That's the specific thing about them. They have a wailing noise or whatever. So just like everything else, this kind of is similar. So if I take this parabolic microphone, which is just can hear things for long distances really well and stuff. Let me take an incense, a lighter, and then I'll take a crucifix too. All right, so this we can listen for the ghost to whisper, and if it's a wailing scream thing, then it's what's it called? It's a banshee. It'll be like a banshee wail or something. Which, in the meantime, so this crucifix right here, if I go to place it down, you can see there's like a circle at the edge of by the light almost, by the camera. So that's the radius of this crucifix. Has 2 hits. If the ghost tries to hunt me from within it, then it will negate the hunt. So that is the thing. All right, I'm going to take the camera now, and I'm going to go around, and I'm going to look for the bone. That's what I need to find, is the bone. That's a part of this for us to get a perfect game. That's what we're going to be going for. So, because we can easily do all of these things. There's no concern about that. There's a hiding spot down here. It's good to know. Bone. Bone is a bone of a body that is left behind. Can you... Did I get it? It says it was a ghost, but it wasn't a picture. It wasn't in the picture, so it has to be a phantom. That is specific to the phantom. Phantom can never pop up in the camera. So I mean, we know it is the phantom, right? That is what it is, but we can still complete our perfect match. Okay, and again, this is 2 evidence, so we only had 2 evidence, and we were able to eliminate the banshee. But we can double check and see if we just hear whispers the whole time. We don't hear a wail or whatever. Okay, so here's the bone. Boom. Photos. See, bone 3. And grab it. So now that we have that, we can farm our photos, which is, again, really easy to do if you have a fingerprint one. I mean, well, it's just easy with salt in general, but the way that photographs work, there's tiering systems, so there's 3 tiers. So the lowest tier is interactions. I don't know. There's a big list. You can look it up. I'm not really sure exactly what the list is really, but I know that the middle tier is fingerprints. Top tier is the ghosts. So the 3-star ghost photo is worth the most. Fingerprints are middle tier. I think bone is also set middle tier as well too. But you need to get the bone anyway. That's one picture that you need to save for that. I've already tested. If you already fill up your photos, if you take a picture of the ghost and after that, then it still doesn't count as your mission. All right. Another thing that I like to do, so I'll grab 2 of these salts and I'll grab 1 of these motion sensors. Motion sensors kind of help the salt pop off a little bit more. I just recently got this tier 3 one. I'm not sure if I like it, to be honest with you. I kind of like the tier 2 one. Tier 2 one is pretty good. All right, so maybe I can get them to walk through that right there. There. Grab this. All right, so they will leave footprints. Beautiful. Okay, so footprints right here. Boom, boom. Perfect. And then what do? We just put another one down. Walk there. So they're probably going to set it off in a second again. So as soon as that happens, then I will get those photos and we'll fill this up. There's 2 footprints right here. So there's 1, 2. Yep, counted. So we just need 2 more photos, and then we are done with our camera photos. That's how simple it is. I guess we don't have to give a shit about that anymore. Come on, step on it. And I suppose we could just listen to this as well too at the same time. Make sure that we don't get a banshee wail. Here we go. The photos right there that I can take. Oh, 3. Oh, I only need 2. There we go. So there's all of the photos that we need, so we don't need that anymore. Yep, what's up? And what else do we have? With EMF reader. Where's my EMF reader? I mean, it's right here. All I need to do is go close to something. And then I use an incense when it's chasing me. Let me get it to interact with something. Spam my thingy or whatever. I have to flick some lights. You know what I can do? Good way to force an interaction is a firelight as well too. Or I mean an EMF interaction. Place this. Make sure you don't drop this, just place it. But this is the tier 3 firelight, by the way. But that'll give you your interaction right there. Again, we can just listen. Annoying ass thing. We do have an incense on us. There we go. So that should, yep, EMF reader, see, popped off on that, so we're good on that one. And we have to escape the ghost during a hunt. And incense while it's chasing us. So, there's a couple ways we could go about that. We can see if there's a cursed object in here. I don't think there is. I feel like we would have had it by now. Yeah, the monkey paw would be in here. I think the voodoo doll would be on that bed, but I'm not sure. Music box would be on this shelf. I mean, there's a decent amount. No, that's not right. I think there's a cursed object on this one right now. I think there's a chance for cursed object to... I can't even hide right here. Ghost events. Keep giving me ghost events, man. I'm trying to freaking get chased or whatever. You know what I can do? Because it's a phantom, I take a couple flashlights. I wouldn't do this with like a Raju, but you can do this with phantom. I mean, this is open, right? Yeah. So all I need to do is make it to that. There we go. So that could shine some light. If that starts flickering, I know I'm starting to get chased. I'm gonna grab an extra incense, and then we will call the ghost out, get a hunt, and then we'll escape it and get to a hiding spot, and then we'll leave. We'll have a perfect game. Yeah, another incense. Just grab my flashlight. There. It's our hiding spot. Alright. Here and here. Alright. Is it chasing me? Didn't think so. Did a freaking ghost event though. You open the doors over there. This one too. Hey. Okay. Escape ghost during a hunt and repel it with an incense. Come on, chase me. Give me plenty of ghost events. My shit should be low. You should be able to come after me. Okay, perfect. Crucifix burning. That means that she tried to hunt. That has one more use on it. Running through the dots. coming now? Here we go. Here we go. Okay, so we smudge, right? Slow her down just a little bit. We just hang out in this here closet. We broke a line of sight. Sounds like she's messing around in there. Just make sure she opens our closet. We close it again real quick, you know? Is that it? Is that all? I mean, that sounded... That, all right, so we're gonna see if that was the right one. So we have Phantom marked. We have all the things. And... And it was the Phantom. Okay, so that was a perfect investigation on Nightmare. We actually just got the 3rd tier incense. But yeah, that was after 100 hours in this game. That's about how far I got into this. I can't do it with no evidence yet, but 2 evidences, I can figure it out. It's kind of the gist of how I get through these things. Thanks for watching. Leave a comment if you have any tips or tricks to help me get better at this.